Boxing Day in the rain.
I sing in the rain.
On the way to Devonport. Still raining,
Not much.
but not too bad.
Yeah.
It's actually cooling down. It's been very hot and humid today. Fortunately, it doesn't rain every day in New Zealand. Welcome back to our channel. As some of you may know, we've had some really wild weather in New Zealand this year. Starting off with the Auckland anniversary storm on the 27th of January. And then 10 days later, we had Cyclone Gabriel that ravaged the North Island of New Zealand. Over the last year, I've been part of a team preparing lots and lots of slips across the North Rural Road network here in Auckland, which is still ongoing to this day. With the recovery process of all the damage that was caused by these extreme weather events. But let's have a look at what is sort of the average normal weather that is expected across New Zealand. We'll start off with the North Island, with the largest city, Auckland. Average rainfall per year is 1,198 millimeters. Average maximum temperature just under 24 degrees Celsius, with an average minimum temperature 15.5. So it's quite mild and pleasant most of the year on the North Island, and it gets even a bit warmer as you go further north to Kerikeri. Moving to the central part of the North Island, Hamilton has an average rainfall of 1,186 millimeters and an average maximum temperature of 23.8 as well, and a minimum average temperature of 13.6 degrees. Moving down south towards Wellington, the capital of New Zealand, has an average rainfall of 1,246 millimeters, which is, say, the highest rainfall out of all the larger cities. Average maximum temperature of 20.3 degrees and an average minimum temperature of 11.3 degrees. So as you notice, as you move further down south, the average temperatures do drop. Moving down to the South Island and Christchurch, average rainfall of 635 millimeters, which is a lot less than the North Island. Average maximum temperature of 22.5 degrees and an average minimum temperature of 11.3 degrees. Then moving on further down south to Dunedin, an average rainfall of 809 millimeters, average maximum temperature of 18.9 degrees, and an average minimum temperature of 9.9 degrees Celsius. So on the South Island, on the west coast, there's a lot of rain, but this gets separated by the mountain range, so you get a lot less rain on the east coast of the South Island, as you can see by these rainfall figures of Christchurch and Dunedin in comparison to the rainfall across the North Island. So let's have a look at what the current um, weather forecast is today in New Zealand. It's the 30th of December. There's quite a bit of rain coming down from Australia and sort of moving up the South Island. Now, if you notice, there is a mountain range on the South Island, and generally you get a lot of rain on the west coast of the South Island and a lot less rain on the east coast of the South Island. And then for Old Year's Eve or New Year's Eve, we're expecting some rain in Auckland tomorrow night, unfortunately. So this sort of wraps up which type of weather you can expect in the North and South Island of New Zealand. In general, if I can sum it up, living in Auckland, the weather's actually a lot milder, although a lot more rain, but it's not as hot as South Africa, and we have found it rather pleasant. So life carries on in New Zealand even when it rains. If you want to go out walking or exercising, you put on your raincoat and you enjoy it. As they say in New Zealand, there's no such thing as bad weather. It's only bad dressing. Cheer us up. Mize is going to treat us with a lovely steak and kidney pie for a rainy day. and recipe and instructions to follow. So enjoy, guys.
Look at here. Today for Dion and Mize's lunch, we got a steak and kidney pie. I let the brown onion and I add some bay leaves and I had some cloves. Now I had the meat and we're going to let it to brown nice until it's brown. Then slowly I will add black pepper, mix the corn, that beautiful spice from New Zealand. I will add later and hand Worcester sauce and little bit of paprika. Now let the juice of the meat is browned enough, as you can see, and we're going to add all the spices. 1 tablespoon, that is according to your taste. Black pepper, paprika, and the salt. That's to taste. And then I got some meat stock here. I'm going to add it and let it cook until tender. Now let it cook tender. How else we don't eat anything with gluten? And we got sheets of gluten-free of pastry, which I'm going to use that pan and cover. Okay, the meat is almost cooked and ready. I'll show you. Now I'm going to bake our pie in this nice pan. What I'm doing here is coconut oil. I'm just and I'm going to, this is my pie, I'm going to put the puff. Here, that's the bottom of our pie.
Nice.
Now let's go 8-10 minutes till it cold in the oven before we add the meat, not too soggy, the puff pastry. Here we go.
Okay.
Now a little bit gluten-free flour. I am going to add, say for this meat, a bit of Worcester sauce, 2 tablespoons. Mix it nicely. And add that consistency just to thicken it a bit. That's why I don't have much. And to taste the Worcester sauce. That's what is nice about the you can see. We're going to put it here. See? we're trying to put over the sheet. I don't think I need all of that. We'll see. Half I think. Just be gentle. You can see it's a different puff paper. Yes. It is the
Stick and kidney.
stick and kid.
Excellent.
Lovely.